Eurocad, finally. Looks like it's possibly finding upwards resistance and is going to head back down. So let's clean this up and figure out what we're working with here. I've been waiting forever for this, so just clean up all these lines, redraw them here, see what we're working with. So as far as the monthly range goes, oh, there's still some range. So I'm actually going to keep this in here because there's a chance that these ranges are still respected, and that'll give us our monthly target still. So it's cool because price, there was this upper liquidity area which price did come back and test, and it actually created a lower one now. So looking for that to happen again. We'll keep these areas here in mind though. We got this nice liquidity area here, so we'll keep this up because this is important. This is huge, right around this whole number too, 148, which is perfect. And then looking for potential short position, but we do have a liquidity area at the bottom here as well, so just going to function as support. So that needs to be broken. You can see, we'll delete this. You can see there's actually an area right here being created. So resistance all the way through, came back up to this area, tested it, broke through this area, and is now retesting it. So we will see how this 4-hour candle closes here. There's still 2.5 hours left on it, but price is actually meeting this 4-hour moving average right now, which is a good sign that it's coming lower and lower. So for a long time it was above it, now it's kind of breaking below. We don't really see bear structure yet. We don't really see lower lows, lower highs yet, so we do have to wait for that. Even on the 1 hour, I mean, you have this little segment here, but you don't see consistent lower lows, lower highs. So, but you do see a lot of rejection. You can see with this 1 hour moving average being rejected here and now here. You can see this 1 hour candle rejecting this area as well, right at 147. So this is actually huge. I'll mark this out for you guys so you can see 147 is very significant, even on this lower time frame. So I think we are looking for a nice short here. I think it lines up with Euro Aussie as well. Really significantly. So there's your 147. You can see price is respecting it heavily. Huge wicks. You can see this is actually a lower high versus this one. So I do think we probably are good to short it. However, I personally am going to take the higher probable route, even though this is pretty probable already. I want to wait for lower lows. So I want to wait for price to break below this 146.67 area and actually look for, on these lower time frames here, on this 15-minute, we got this right now so far. Even though I do think we are good to short, if you look at this, guys, right now we have higher highs, so we need lower highs and lower lows, and right now we have none of that. So we need some of this to form here. You can see it's starting to form possibly, so we need some of this to form. So this is the 50-minute time frame, so I would just wait for a bunch of 15-minute candles still to really show us that this is breaking to the downside. I mean, price is still above this 15-minute moving average, so I mean there's still some bull momentum here, so I don't want to short it yet. I want that bull momentum to really die off and the bears to solidify. So if you just drop these time frames, here's a 5-minute, you can see, like, based on just this, if we only ever looked at the 5-minute time frame, so like on a 4-hour, you're like, oh yes, price is rejecting this zone perfectly, whole level, this is great, blah blah blah, we're gonna short this. But you drop it down to a 5-minute here, and you can see it's starting to set up, but you drop it down to 5-minute here and you just see this huge bull run, like just straight bull all the way to this area. Like you would never short this based on this segment here. So you have to just wait, but now you can see it forming, right? Now you can see the lower lows forming and the lower highs. So right now we have a lower high. So this high versus this high is lower. Now we need the lower low to set in. So we do need something like this here. And then another retest of this 147 area would be fantastic. So this is what we need here to happen. And there is a zone here as well, which, I mean, you can't make this up. It's really perfect. So right here is your entry, guys. If it comes down to this, creates that lower low, retest this 147 area, then you have your short entry here. So something like this, and you can actually, and this is the cool thing too, by waiting for these lower lows, waiting for that structure to really set up here and solidify that we're going, we're going bearish and it's time to sell. We can also cinch our stops, because before, if you were just to take you would have to keep your stop probably above this area. If you were just to short this based on like right now, you can see this is a high liquidity area, so there's a chance that if price gets bought up, it can blow through this zone. It might sell off just like these candles did, but it'll stop you out, right? So you want to keep your stop above this area. But because we are waiting for more significant evidence, and we're waiting a little bit longer, we're waiting for price to break this area here before we take a short position, then we can actually cinch our stops down to like here. So then your risk to reward gets, it gets way better, and all you had to do is wait. So you literally just wait for more confirmation, so your chances go from 50% to like 90, and you double your risk to reward. So I mean, it just gets like, that is what you want to wait for, and that is worth waiting. You can see this is playing out perfect already. So we need this lower low to set in, and then we need price to come back up to this area. So I'm going to watch this very closely. I'm going to put an alert here, and then once price hits this area, I'm going to watch this closely and then set another alert for 147, and that's going to be my entry, and it's going to probably be pretty good. So, and then I'm going to target this next area down, so which is actually all the way down here. So that is, and this is still within monthly range, guys. The monthly range is actually 143.5, so it's about 450 pips still. So you can see, according to this, it's actually, the monthly range is closer to 500. So, but I'll just target the top of this zone here for now. I would actually just target this area, just because the month's coming to an end. Liquidity might dry up a bit. We don't know for sure. So this, for the end of the month, this is going to be my trade that I'm probably going to enter right away here. So, and you're looking at a 15 risk to reward, so that's phenomenal. And yeah, it looks like it's setting up real quick here. So I'm going to keep this focused. We'll move this over here so we can get in on it. So this is what we're looking at, guys. So just wait it out here. And then, yeah, set your alerts if you see this video soon enough. But yeah, let price break this area and then retest, and then enter that short position all the way down to 140, 144.50 kind of thing, 144.60. Bottom of this zone, I think, is a good place to target. So that is my take on Eurocad. I'm excited. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.